Everyone encounters failures. Elon Musk, at the beginning of his career, was rejected by one of the leading technology companies of that time, Netscape. He lacked experience in computer science, and his letter went unanswered. Musk reflected on his failure and went on to create his first company, Zip2. What happened next, you all know. Similarly, neuropsychologist Oliver Sacks, unable to cure many of his patients, decided to document this experience in the book The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat, which became a bestseller. However, not everyone is capable of drawing the right lessons from their own failures. For many of us, such setbacks can throw us off course for several days, or even sow a significant seed of self-doubt. If you approach failures rationally, seeing them not as a personal fate, but as an essential way of self-development, they can become crucial for your growth. Be prepared for mistakes. Life's hard hits are as common as the successes it presents. Expecting the life process to always be smooth is unrealistic and invites a lack of realism into your life. Setbacks help create balance in your life and provide opportunities for personal growth. Accepting the inevitability that things won't always go as you want will free you from useless anger towards circumstances and prevent you from simply resting on your laurels without progressing in life to realize your full potential. Learn to explore your mistakes. It's not a failure, it's enlightenment and a means of finding the right path. Sometimes, excessive striving for success in everything and always can negatively impact us. Perfectionism makes us fear failure and feel incapable when we encounter it. Trying and facing failure allows you to better understand what it means to be human than never trying and never succeeding. Remind yourself that you are good enough. Yes, perhaps today is not your best day, and maybe luck was not on your side today, but it's not a reason to despair. Leo Babauta suggests that disbelief in being good enough is at the root of the fear of failure. Failures serve as evidence of this greatest fear, causing a desire to retreat rather than trying again for fear of appearing inadequate or incapable. However, this fear is not based on reality. No one is perfect, and everyone makes mistakes at various moments in their lives. The real difference between people who become successful and overcome failures and those who do not comes down to how you handle failure and how you view its impact on you. Feeling inadequate is a common human emotion present even in the most public and successful individuals. They just don't let this feeling overwhelm them. You are good enough. All you need to do is allow yourself to move forward and keep trying. Always stay calm. Whatever you feel about failure, do not lose your composure because of it. Look at it this way. Whether you get angry or remain calm will not affect the outcome, but you will spend much less energy and preserve your reputation if you choose the latter. If you are very disappointed and angry, direct these emotions towards motivating yourself to start anew. Do not unleash your anger on others. It's not good to bottle up your feelings, but it's equally important not to vent your anger on those around you without any reason. Go for a run, swim, or engage in boxing to release tension and give yourself time to reflect. Just do something that demands your attention and energy to distract yourself from the initial intense feelings until they subside. Take your time. People usually cannot bounce back from a major failure overnight. It takes time for emotions to calm down. This doesn't mean you have the right to be moody all the time. It's better to spend this time reflecting on how to handle it better next time and developing your resilience. Forget about how others perceive you. Often, we fear not the failure itself, but how others will react to it, how they will discuss your mistake and quietly mock you. Well, to hell with them. Any obvious failure will soon become yesterday's news. It's already history. And if you think others are judging you, soon they'll be too busy dealing with their own failures to smear you. In the end, Everyone faces failures from time to time, and the joy in someone else's failure tends to boomerang back. It's a natural form of reflection in the face of constant criticism. Ultimately, what does it matter what critics think? In most cases, they have no idea how much effort you put into what you did and what you're trying to achieve. It's very easy to be a critic without being privy to internal information. Let every failure serve as an opportunity to strengthen your resolve in the face of criticism. This is a much more positive and self-supporting reaction than believing in often unpleasant and thoughtless things people may say. Review what your failure has taught you. From every failure, there is always something to learn that would help you choose a better direction in the future. Moreover, it may turn out that you perceive the situation worse than it really is. Partial failure is partial success. And if you can identify what was successful and build on that, the feeling of failure fades away. Sociologist Hugh McKay believes that we don't appreciate failure as much as we should. Failure is often seen as a sign of personal inadequacy, but Hugh claims that this contradicts its crucial role in the lifelong development process. In other words, learning never stops, and the lessons are as follows. Failure helps us discover our best qualities. Failure is a signal to push harder, uncover new talents, and explore new facets of existing ones. Go beyond what you know into the unknown. Failure hones your abilities. It's easy to jump from one activity to another and be mediocre in many skills, but a master of none. It's much harder to have the patience to truly excel in one pursuit and execute it precisely and neatly. To master something, you need to face failure more than once. Failure teaches you about willpower, persistence, self-discipline, and the value of hard work. One sign of constant fear of failure is embarrassment. When you allow embarrassment to take control of your life, you console yourself by thinking it protects you from potential failure. Ironically, confusion itself is already a failure to continue trying, to keep improving in what you want to learn or who you want to become. In the end, failure teaches you perseverance and diligence. Stay in the present. The fear of failure is a projection of future anxieties and reliance on what happened in the past. If you get stuck in such thinking, you live in accordance with what could happen. By staying in the present, you focus on the possibilities of the current moment, allowing your creativity, intellect, and innovative drive to flourish. Past failures are foundational lessons for a better understanding of the present and a better sense of living in the moment. The future is created through commitment to the present, and it is not fears of tomorrow's possible losses that guide the present. Embrace your fear. Failure can overwhelm you only if you continue to fear it. Embrace fear, and you free yourself from its control. When you let fear control you, you become vulnerable and easily manipulated. Unbridled fear can lead to letting others make decisions for you, and this, in turn, results in avoiding responsibility when things go wrong. You also lose your creativity, innovation, and even your sense of self. Help show people that failure is natural, and confronting your fears is beneficial. Allow yourself to intentionally experience failure. Personal development guru Steve Pavlina recommends intentionally enduring failure. He suggests that it is useful to deliberately do things that you know you will fail at, provided that it won't harm anyone and won't have long-term negative consequences. He recommends learning to do things you have no aptitude for, trying things you have no skills in, and asking for something when you know the answer will be a refusal, such as a salary raise, job promotion, etc. According to Steve, doing this will bring more benefits than losses. For example, you will learn to cope with failures, identify key issues, know your limits, and recognize the value of partial success. Focus on trying again. Dale Carnegie said, "Develop success from failures." Discouragement and failure are two of the surest stepping stones to success. Persistence is the source of success for most people on the planet. Success rarely comes overnight. Usually, successful people are those who tried, failed, and tried again and again. Successful marketer Simon Reynolds believes that a lack of persistence is the main reason for the failure of many people. If you give up too early, you will never know if your goal was achievable. He says it's the case for most people. Do not confuse a lack of persistence with an unattainable goal, although in most cases, the problem lies in a lack of persistence rather than in the unattainability of the goal. Of course, it's not an option to do everything exactly as you did when you encountered failure. Instead, focus on the goal and learn from what didn't work so that you can find a new, more perfect way to achieve your goal this time. Failure is the flip side of success, and without it, there would be no joy in seizing opportunities and knowing what success truly is when you attain it. In the end, it's a funny world where we all desperately want everything to be easy and straightforward, without any bumps in the road. The sooner you realize that life doesn't go ahead of you, smoothing the way, the sooner you'll eagerly anticipate overcoming the bumps. And imagine how dull life would be if you had nothing to improve and strive for. Remember, if you feel failure, it means you're alive. It's a sign that you did something, stepped beyond boundaries, and came back wiser